Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Sweeties, welcome to today's video, which is of course makeup releases, sneak peeks, my wish list and all of that and more. And sweeties, there is so much. I know I say that every single time, but there is, and I just can't really get. But it's so much fun and that's what we're gonna do. I hope this is what you came for. I hope you came for bold eyes and bold lips, because that's what you're getting here today. And of course a lot of new makeup releases. So before we go into it, I gotta tell you, I on purpose drank less coffee today, so I hope I'm gonna be much better today and less annoying. And annoying for myself, not that anybody of you complained, thank God, but I annoy the crap out of myself sometimes. So I really reduced my coffee intake and I hope it's gonna be a little bit better for myself to be myself, you know. So besides that, of course, the original creator of this whole show is Samantha Marsh, and she will be linked in the description box, and you will find everything that I'm talking about, every brand, in the description box as well, plus my makeup, everything I'm wearing on my face, in a pinned comment in the comment section. So now let's go in and not ramble, because really we have a lot to do, sweeties. Let's talk with the biggest thing for me personally right now, as of when I'm filming this, which is your yesterday. Usually I film it a day earlier than that, but yesterday I was too busy filming something else, so I couldn't film twice during one day. So I have a lot of editing to do in one day, so you can see the video. Anyway, good. So this is it. This is Norvina from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And sweeties, when I saw this sneak peek, I knew I have to have this. Sweeties, cold neutrals and rosy tones. My heart beats so for that. You know, you remember that that's what I'm living for these days. And I knew exactly, first of all, I had several reasons. First of all, the color scheme is absolutely right up my alley of what I'm liking already for months now. Plus, I have, of course, the first three Norvina palettes, and the performance was absolutely out of this world gigantic. Plus, I love big palettes. So everything sort of melts into one big yes. And I might have ordered this on release. I'm pretty sure I did. So you will be seeing this here on my channel. Of course, it's going to take a long time till it gets to me. So nobody anyway comes to my channel for anything that is just right now on the market, because that's not how my channel works. But we are here for the makeup fun, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we're enjoying. So anyway, it's gonna come to me, and when I have it, I'm gonna start working with it, and I'm sure I'm gonna really enjoy this. So this is available now on the Sephora website and also on Anastasia Beverly Hills website. It retails for $60, and it is an exclusive. So, and it is also limited edition, just so you know. The next thing I actually just right now stumbled upon, I don't know, is a new brand from Revolution. Would you believe that? Makeup Revolution is coming up with a new brand, yet another one. So this is, as far as I can tell, XX Revolution. I don't know what that means, if that is a code for something. I'm not so much into the English language that I would know that, but it's XX Revolution, and it's another sister brand, and that is coming in the beginning of June, as far as I know. So we can see already here a couple of things that are coming out with. I gotta say that nothing really speaks to me what I'm seeing here, and it really looks very much in the vibe of everything that we know from Makeup Revolution. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't know. I'm kind of torn back and forth, because I feel on one side, I feel like, how many times can you reinvent the wheel? You know, you can't. Plus, as a brand, and it's still overall it's Revolution makeup, they are sort of true to what they are, you know? So I kind of give them credit for that. On the other hand, it is color scheme wise, and it's very safe. It's very, I don't see anything that really draws me in, but it doesn't have to, you know. Not everything has to be for me, so that is okay. Yeah, so that is coming, and that is, as of right now, all I know. XX Revolution. The next thing is from Chanel, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. They're actually now sneak peeking the fall winter 2020 collection, which looks like that. That is that insane? Just a tiny little bit. I mean, we're basically just surviving the spring of 2020 and they are already sneak peeking. I don't know, of course they're working on it. That totally makes sense. Of course you always have to be a step ahead of everything in order to have something to release in the winter, but to sneak peek it already, I kind of feel that that is a little bit premature, really. I mean, it's May, you know. So anyway, color scheme wise, again, it is very, very classy, very safe. Nothing against it. It's very wearable. Of course, quads is not for me, really, if I have a choice, and I basically do have a choice. So that is not for me. It also looks like it's only shimmer shades, and I will never get used to it's just not my makeup preference. And a couple of months ago, I remember when I actually said in a video, who does makeup like this? You know, this is not the classic way to do makeup. And of all brands, I would always feel like those high-end brands should do makeup the classic way, you know, blending out with mattes and things like this. But now I've learned that not everybody feels that way, and apparently especially high-end brands do a lot of that they have quads that just have shimmers. But it speaks to a certain group of people, and that's totally fine. So we have, of course, lip glosses or liquid lipsticks here. We do have those quads. We do have nail polish, and we do have, I think it looks like lip balms, but I'm not 100% sure, and also bullet lipsticks. Now everything looks nice. Oh, there might also be like a green blush or cream highlighter. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have any description. I'm just going according to the pictures that I'm seeing. So it all looks pretty safe, pretty normal, which is okay, you know, it's good. There's nothing wrong with being normal. I sometimes yearn to be normal a little bit. So anyway, that is coming in fall winter 2020, just saying. Yeah, okay, the next thing is from Leorah. Okay, Leorah has revealed their new Luxe Diamond Golden Hour summer collection. Okay, so this is how it looks. There is, of course, a big shimmer palette with 6 pans, 4 smaller ones and 2 bigger ones. I don't know what the significance of that is. Maybe those are the shades that you use most or something. But then again, it really depends what your skin tone is, you know. So I really don't know what they're gaining with this. But anyway, and then there are going to be, the Golden Hour palette, which is the highlighter palette, is going to retail for $35. And then there are lip glosses that will retail for $19 each. And there is going to be eye gloss trios, which retail for $23. Now, eye gloss, not for me. Lip gloss is not really for me either, because I don't like glosses. I like liquid lipsticks. I do like bullet lipsticks. I like coverage, and that's what I want, you know. If I'm already putting on lipstick, I want the color that I chose and not a hint of the color that I chose. So that is just how I see it, but I'm always the kind of girl that is like all the way in, you know. That's just how I work. So anyway, the highlighter palette is also very normal, and I have those shades. So for me, this is not, but anyway, is this coming, or is this, I don't think this is up already, but it's coming. That's all I know. Okay, the next thing is from Kimchi Beauty, and they have released their Most Concealer. The Most Concealer. This is the name of the concealer. So there are all kinds of shades, and they all include conceal, cover, correct, and contour. That is actually pretty cool. Now, I personally don't do contour with a liquid product or with a cream product. As you know, I'm not into this. So for me, that part falls out. I would be interested in the color correcting part of it, but from what I see here, it is very limited, because I also need like a light purple, I need a light green, I need a light orange. So I need all kinds of colors to color correct my imperfections. So skin imperfections, of course. So that might not apply to me. I think your skin imperfections need to be way more normal. You cannot cover melasma like this, I don't believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in how I learned to do makeup is that you use colorful sort of color correctors in order to cancel out the discolorations. So, and that is not colors here, but what I can see here as of right now. But anyway, it looks really, really good. This is launching on May 14th, and I think it's a good idea. You know, I have not tried anything from that brand. Would be interested in this. I would always be interested in trying a new concealer, something that works for me. Also something that works for, you know, skin that is age 40 plus, even though I maybe don't look it. But for everybody who's new, I'm about to turn 41 in August. So you know. Yeah, I'm all for, you know, brightening up my face and everything. So anyway, that is coming soon. I don't have a price, but okay. The next thing is, for me personally, like, don't take it personally if you like this. Anything where I say I don't like this, it really doesn't matter what I think, you know. We are just here for entertainment. So anyway, this is from Paul and Joe Beauty, and a new brand for me. I have no idea like about this brand, anything. This is the first time I've heard of this brand, and this is what they're coming out with. This is the new summer 2020 collection, and this is cat themed. Sweeties, this is almost as bad as ice cream. Seriously, I'm a dog person first and foremost. You know, I don't believe in cats. It's not for me. Cats freak me out because they're so independent and not submissive, and that freaks me out. You know, I like submissive dogs that do what I tell them. So anyway, besides the point, you know, I'm the horses and dogs kind of a girl. Okay, let's just put it that way. So anyway, so they're coming out with sparkling eye colors in 5 shades, a lipstick in 3 shades, a matte pressed powder, and a makeup mirror in like a cat-shaped compact thingy, like a cat head. I hate stuff like this. I'm so sorry. I mean, also the lipsticks, I don't know if you can see it, but like the top of the little plateau where you put the lipstick on is also a cat head. It's creepy. I don't think this is nice. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't like it. Not for me, but that's good. So I'm saving money for something that I do like, so that's perfect. I don't know when this is coming exactly. It just says here summer 2020 collection. This is not gonna be for me. I'm always up for trying something new, but it's gotta vibe with me. I would never buy something just for my channel or some, you know, it just doesn't make sense for me because I want to use my makeup and I want to enjoy it and not, you know, it's just too gimmicky for me. Sorry. I kind of feel like I have something in my eye. Okay, so the next thing though that is really cute is the new palette from Sample Beauty, and that is, now I have to look what this is called, the Prodigy palette. This is how she looks, and this is all jewel tones. That's what they said about it. I kind of disagree a little bit with that. I don't see enough jewel tones there for me personally. Or maybe I just have wrong expectations or like a wrong picture in my mind what I think when I see jewel or think jewel tones. But anyway, never mind that. I think the palette looks really nice and fun, versatile. I would say overall it is half neutral and half colorful, because I also of course consider especially like the darker rosy tones neutrals. So that's why this is a neutral look, just saying. Yeah, so I think this is really cute. I have tried Sample Beauty so much already. I have one very big palette and 2 smaller palettes, and everything, the formula is just insanity in a palette. You know, the pigmentation is super high, and I was always super happy with the looks that I came up with. So just saying, this is available already. I know it is on Beauty Bay, and it is of course available on Sample Beauty. I think, what was the price again? I think it was £26-ish. Not 100% sure, just to give you sort of the ballpark figure, okay? So something like that, but you better check again. Okay, next thing is from her Mannerisms, and they're releasing, or she is releasing, a new product, which is the Lucid Dream Shift Powder. Or powders. I'm not 100% sure, because it says here powder, but it kind of looks like it's 3 different shades, because I don't believe that one powder is shifting basically into six colors, you know. So there is one that of course shifts from blue to purple, one from pink to orange, which is super pretty, and then the one from yellow to green. So that is cool. It's coming soon. It's the first time I'm talking about this brand, I think, and yeah, I think it looks super nice. I don't have a release date, I don't have a price, but that is coming, and I think it looks really nice. All right, I just had to take a short break to clean up some goop here from my lipstick. I'm so sorry, that is so disgusting. But anyway, yeah. All right, next thing is Yardi Couture Cosmetics. I think that is also the first time I'm talking about this. I think last time I spoke about Yardi Cosmetics, but this seems to be a different brand. Yardi Couture Cosmetics. This is a UK-based brand, and it's owned by a Jamaican origin woman. I don't know how to say that the right way. So anyway, she, I guess, is coming out with 2 palettes, and that is the Escape 2 Paradise Eyeshadow Palette. It's 16 colorful mattes and it retails for £45. And then the smaller palette is the Escape 2 Paradise Passport Companion Eyeshadow Palette. 16 colorful matte shades for £30. Now this is all matte palettes, which sort of makes it kind of not for me personally. I'm not saying it's bad. I think the color scheme and the vibrancy of the shades that she chose, I'm just gonna say she because I don't know, looks really, really nice. Also the artwork of the palette outside looks really, really nice. It's just that all matte palettes I rather avoid it, you know, for me personally, because I just really, really enjoy like a good ratio between mattes and shimmers. For me, that is what it is. Anyway, you can have both of them for a bundle price of £65, and that is already online on Yardie Couture Cosmetics. So overall, I think this is a very, very nice launch. Overall, I think I'm getting like a really, really nice vibe of this, but for me personally, it is not going to be, but really, really pretty. Okay, the next thing is from LNB Beauty and Cosmetics. That's what it's called, and they are coming out with the Corruption of Innocence collection, which will release. It is already released. When you see this, it is already released, and there you have the Corruption palette, I guess, and the Innocence palette. So the Corruption palette is on the left side, which is the darker one, and then you have the Innocence palette that is on the right side, which is a little bit lighter, but really overall it is also a very dark palette, if you ask me. For Innocence, I would probably have, you know, drawn out the Innocence a little bit more and made it a little bit more light and more angelic, I guess, you know. Anyway, there's also a lash bundle there in the middle between the 2 palettes, which looks really, really nice. I'm always up for lashes. I do feel that, for example, with the Corruption palette, it would be very, very hard for me to work with this, because there is not really a color, I don't know, spectrum in the palette. It is all very, very dark, and for me personally, it's super hard. As a very fair person, it's super hard to work with something like this. The Innocence palette would work. This is not going to be probably my piece of cake, but anyway, congratulations on this new collection. The next thing is from another new brand, and this is Lubov Cosmetics. Never heard of that, and that's why it's a new brand. Okay, so she is coming out with the Self-Love eyeshadow palette, which looks like that. That's cute. It's a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. I think you have 3 shimmers. I want to say it's a little bit hard to see. I think the outer shades in the top row and the middle shade in the bottom row are shimmers. I think that's what it is. Maybe the white also. It's hard to see. But anyway, it's ultra mattes and shimmers, and it's available already for $22, and I think it's cute. Nothing wrong with the palette. You know, you can go super lovely, like lovely color scheme, like rosy neutrals, and also just a normal neutral look, because you also have like a beige and a brown and a black, you know. You can go that way, and you can also put in like a light purple, the light purplish shade that is in the top left corner, or of course with a blue. So yeah, I mean, 9-pan palettes are not my thing that I'm looking for necessarily, unless it is super, super striking towards me, what draws me in. But anyway, it is a very nice palette, and it is very versatile and very wearable in every way, so that might actually be very nice for a lot of people. The next thing is an update, and I think I spoke maybe 2-3 weeks ago, or maybe it's already longer, I don't know, about the summer collection that is coming up from Lunar Skies Cosmetics, and they had sneak peek just the outer packaging of 3 more remaining palettes of their moon. You know, they had all kinds of moon palettes coming out recently, and now we see the inside of those palettes that we spoke about, where we just saw the outer packaging. Now there we have the Nude Moon, which is of course the nude palette, then we have the Strawberry Moon, which is the pink one, and the Peach Moon, which is the peachy palette. Now I want to say, sweeties, this is the peach palette that I would buy, because for me this looks way more like peach than, for example, other launches that we've seen recently, where it was just not, it didn't speak peach to me. you know? I mean, I could maybe throw into this peachy palette, I could throw in a little bit more of like a pinky peachy mix. I think that could be really, really nice, like not a too dark shade, but really like a pinky peach mix. I think that would really, really be nice in that palette and would add to it, but still, this is a nice palette. Also, the pink one I really like. Also, of course, the neutral one, there's nothing wrong with this. So I think this is really, really cool. They are going to be available on May 10th. And I think they look really, really pretty. I don't have prices, but I think it's really sweet. I think there is a pressed glitter, at least in the strawberry one and the peach one. I'm not 100% sure about the nude one, but it could be. Just so you know, I'm just saying that according to the swatches that I have here, but I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't say here. The next thing is from Terra Cosmetics, and Terra is sneak peeking some new shades coming soon. So we see here, of course, 4 shades, and I think this looks super, super stunning. As always, Terra never disappoints, apparently. Really, really nice. I have never tried anything from Terra but I kind of really, really want to, because you know, everything I see from them, it's like Davina and it's like Cleonad, you know, Terra ranks right up there, and I kind of feel like I really, really want to try this brand. So at some point, I'm pretty sure I will. This is what's coming. I don't have a release date or anything yet, but just so you know. Then the next thing is from Galin, and they're coming out with the Meterorites highlighter palette, which looks like this. So you have 3 highlighter shades in there. It all overall is of course for very fair skin. I mean, there is no talking around this, that this is gonna be, you know. Okay, so anyway, it's a 3-in-1 palette. It says here with 3 illuminating pressed powders in pink, gold and amber shades that can be mixed or applied separately for customized glow for $65. Yeah, a customized glow for $65. I always get such a kick out of this. So anyway, it looks good. For me, it looks good. I could wear this. Does someone, you know, can someone wear this who is of a darker skin tone? I don't know. You know, I can't say. So I probably not. And the kind of bugs me, you know. So anyway, I do not believe, though, I have to put that also in to be fair, I do not believe that we have to streamline makeup. Does one say that? To make it available, no, to make it fit everybody. I think that is a wrong approach, okay? There should be something available for everybody, but not everything needs to fit everybody, because then makeup would become so boring and so flat. I'm absolutely against this, but there has to be something available for everybody, you know? That is my point. Okay, let's move on to Tarte, because Tarte is coming out with new additions to the Maneater line. Now, I'm not familiar with that line. Maybe that was before my time, or maybe I just didn't pay attention. But anyway, so let's see what there is. There's the Maneater Plump and Prowl Lip Plumper for $19. There is the Confessions of a Maneater Eye and Cheek palette for $30. And I think that's it. So we have the lip plumper and we have the palette. The palette is very safe, very nice. Not saying anything about it, like anything negative about it. I think it could maybe range a little bit higher in the shades, in the sense of lighter. But overall, I think it is a very nice palette. Not for me. I don't need this, but I think it is very wearable and you know, user friendly in the sense of what it provides. But other than that, yeah, that is basically all I wanted to say to that. Okay, something really exciting is on the horizon, and I'm so steaming hot and I don't even know why. Anyway, something very exciting is coming, and that is from Pat McGrath, and nobody knows what is coming. We're just seeing a very, very blurred sneak peek picture, and it says here that our mother Pat McGrath has a major secret she's been keeping from us, which will be revealed soon. So that might be another palette. I don't know. Could be. Looks kind of like it. Maybe. It's hard to say. I'm so excited about Pat McGrath. I love the way she feels makeup, or that she how does one say that? Interprets makeup. You know, I really, really like that. I would love to try that brand. so bad. Not at the point there yet. I can't, but at some point when I'm rich and famous, maybe I will. But yeah, anyway, this is coming at some point soon. Of course, I will update you. The next thing is from Revolution Pro. I should have probably included that earlier with the XX Revolution, but yeah. Anyway, so they're coming out with Perfecting Pressed Powders, which is this. So there are all kinds of, it looks like compacts. Honestly, in the beginning, I thought these are palettes because they put them so close together that it almost looks like 3 different palettes. And I thought, this is so strange. Why would they do that? Why would they force people to have so many different shades in your palette? You know, of course, I just didn't see it right. So anyway, this is what it looks like. They will retail for, let me see, $14 each. I think the shade range and all of that is okay overall. I don't believe, like, I don't need this because I don't believe in pressed powders. I only use loose powders as a setting powder. So it's not for me. Just wanted to show you because, you know, maybe you want to try. Then there is something that is actually really, really interesting, and it's also an update because I think last time talked about the I'm a Walrus release that is coming from Sparrow Cosmetics, and I had no idea what that was. So some of you in the comment section told me that that is referring to a song, I guess, if I remember right now. And now we're seeing, actually, I guess this is the outer packaging of the palette, and this is actually really, really cute. And color scheme wise, this could be so right up my alley. So pretty, you know, if that is what is in the palette. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is coming on May 22nd. There's also going to be lip glosses that they haven't released yet or revealed yet. There's also going to be highlights, I think, highlighters or something, and lashes. All of that still has to be revealed. This is just the outer packaging of, I guess, the palette, I think. What do I know? Okay, so that is what it is. Sparrow Cosmetics, this is coming. The next thing is a sneak peek of a new palette from Amorous USA. Is it Amorous USA, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is the Moon palette. Unfortunately, as of right now, I only see part of the palette and basically just the outer packaging on top of it. And I actually, right now when I'm filming this, I have 2 palettes of Amorous USA. Does one say that? Is that the name? Amorous USA, right? I think so. Don't know. Anyway, I have 2 palettes on the way to me, so I am going to try out that brand. And because it is affordable and it is, you know, producing big palettes, which is nice, and it just speaks to me on a lot of levels. Now it just has to perform, and then I'm going to be so happy if I can recommend to you a brand that is actually affordable and will not cost you an arm and a leg. You know, it just makes sense. And anyway, so color scheme wise, it's really, really hard to say about this palette, the Moon palette, what is going to be there. I hope from what I'm seeing that there is going to be more blues and more yeah, like a bluish yellowish palette. I think that would be really, really nice. So let's see. This is going to launch on May 15th, and we shall see. I will probably be able to update you next week. The next thing is another new brand, and this is Angel Empire Cosmetics. And I have a video here. I'm going to try to give you screenshots. But anyway, this is the Mushroom Baby palette. Right now, we can only see an empty palette with the shade names. And this could be, if this is a forest themed palette, that could be so cool. You know, this looks like, according to the writing on top of the palette, this could be maybe a green brown leaning palette, which could be super nice. Super intrigued by it, of course, also because it is a new brand. I love to try new brands and to speak about new brands and discover them and whatever. So this is coming soon. I don't know anything more about this, but anyway, I will update you as soon as I know something. Angel Empire Cosmetics, I have my eyes sharpened on you. The next thing that I also definitely wanted to point out to you, because I thought this has great potential, is a sneak peek from Terra Beauty. And again, I have how many palettes? Three palettes from Terra Beauty on the way to me right now. If you remember the High Times bundle that they just released a couple of weeks ago, it's still on the way to me. So that is coming. But anyway, I kind of really feel like this could be my next order from Terra Beauty, especially that one palette with the green background. There's of course the one with a more reddish background and then the one with the green background. Kind of color scheme wise, I really like the one on the green background, and I really kind of feel like this is calling me. You know, I don't really know a lot more. It's just there's also one with a pinkish background, but I haven't, just a sliver of that palette, so I really don't know. Everything looks really nice as always. They're killing it. For me, they're killing it, you know, really liking it. So this is coming soon. I will of course update you. Okay, the next thing is from Bad Gal Lux and she is coming out with the Medicated collection that is featuring lash pills. This is available now. It's going to be $15 each. For me, that is a little bit gimmicky, of course, and I would probably, if I can avoid it, I will not pay $15 for lashes. Sweeties, you know, I'm buying lash bundles from AliExpress that retail for $1.50 for like, I don't know, 12 lashes or even more. So no, you know what, it might be even more than that. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm also reusing them. These are not single-use lashes, you know. So for me, that's just out of this world to pay $15 for one pair of lashes. I can't do that because I'm wearing lashes every single day, you know. If you just once in a while throw them on, then maybe that makes sense, but for me that is not, because I have a big like I have a big need for lashes, you know, and I also want to try of course different styles and different everything, so I need to just go for something that is a little bit more affordable. But anyway, I guess overall $15 compared to, I guess, Huda lashes and I don't know, is probably a very reasonable price. So anyway, that is that. The whole thing with the capsules and the medical theme, for me, it's not like, I'm not too much into stuff like that. But anyway, looks okay. The lashes themselves look really good. So this is already available. The next thing is from Jenifer, I think, Cosmetics. Jenifer Cosmetics, and she's coming out with the All Eyes on You eyeshadow palette with 12 stunning shades, 8 mattes, 3 glitters, 1 shimmer, and this is launching on June 6th. Yeah, so that is a cute palette, I think. I mean, it's, again, for me, this is half neutral and half colorful. Of course, you have a lot of pressed glitters in there compared to what else you have, so you need to know if that is something you can live with. The design of the palette so reminds me of the Moody palette from Alien Cosmetics, because this is basically, it's not the same, but it's sort of the same idea. Anyway, I'm just thinking about that because that was the last palette I worked with before I started to work with this palette. The Rose Metal palette from Lois Cosmetics. This is how she looks, just in case you want to know. The review of course is coming up soon. So anyway, this is how that palette looks. I don't have a price. I think it's cute. Do I have all these shades? Yes. Do I have them all in one palette like this? No. I don't mind the pressed glitters personally, so yeah, I think it's really cute. Then the next thing is a bit of I can show you. Okay, so this is Alcatraz Cosmetics, I think. So this is the MaryJane Palette, sweeties. Now, you know, I'm not into all these cannabis related palettes really, even though I did order the High Times bundle from Terra Beauty, but you know, putting it into an actual palette that is leaf shaped is taking it a bit far for me personally, and I'm just anyway not into weird packaging at all. Not food themed, not anything, not cats, not dogs, not horses, not nothing. I don't want rabbits either, even though I love rabbits, you know, so it's just not for me. I cannot see really the whole color scheme here, or can I? Is that the whole color scheme? It's hard to see. So anyway, it contains 8 shades with 3 mattes, 3 glitters, and 2 shimmers. So maybe this is all you have there. It's okay. It's not like, it doesn't throw me off my little chair here. But anyway, so this is going to retail for $24, and this is available now for pre-order. The next thing is from Indie Beat Cosmetics, and that is actually something where I think this is cute. You know, this is really nice. So this is what is it called? Flip It and Reverse It eyeshadow palette, and I think you can see that this is super vibrant, super playful. I love the vibrancy of the purple, and that dark blue is just out of this world. So I really like this. I cannot wait to see what people do with this. And then there is also another palette which is called the Hearttrobs, I think. Is it called Hearttrobs palette, which looks like this, which sort of vibes like a little bit like the Alma palette, don't you think? Or is it just me? A little bit, you know, maybe not too much, but a little bit. So anyway, both palettes are super pretty, sweeties. So they're going to be retailing for $24 each. And are they already available? I think so. I think they might be. So if you want to check, so this is Indie Cosmetics. I think this is a super nice release. The next release is from Xno Cosmetics, and they are coming out with the Bunny Manual palette. Now that I just spoke about bunnies, I wasn't aware of that. That is so funny. So anyway, they're coming out with this palette, and I kind of feel like this is again like the columns, you know, that we've seen recently quite a bit, where there are like color scheme columns in a palette, you know. So you can see that there's of course like in a red, orange, yellow leaning column. Then there you have a rosy tone column. Then you have the purples, you have the blues, and then you have a black, a gray, and a white. It totally makes sense. Nothing against it. I think it's really cute. Yeah, this is retailing for $25 and it is available now. This is again Xno Cosmetics. Okay, the next thing is Nocturnal Cosmetics, and they are working on their first palette. They're sneak peeking just a tiny part of the empty palette. It looks like it's going to be a big palette, which is nice. And anyway, shade names are Love, Luck, Radiant, Delight, Success, Majestic. What's wrong with that? Nothing, you know. It sounds really good. Can't wait to see more, and I'm so glad that they're starting to work on their first palette. That is such a good sign for a brand, you know. So really excited for them. And so that is coming, Nocturnal Cosmetics. Then the next thing is from Allmore Leather, I think, Cosmetics. I'm you know, all these new brands, it's just really hard to keep track. I think Allmore Leather Cosmetics. Okay, so that is a finishing powder, an HD Queen finishing powder that is now available in 6 shades for $25 each. There are also discount codes for 30% off, so in case you're interested. I like it that it's a loose powders. I don't know how much sense it makes to have like a black, at least it looks like black, like really black, you know. A dark brown I kind of understand, but really black as a finishing powder, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is something in the makeup world that I'm not aware of that people do, you know. I mean, I understand that people can have a very dark skin, but is someone really like black? I don't know. Could be, I don't know. So anyway, this is what it is. Yeah, and they have launched, and this is available for $25 each. Then the next thing is from Lucidity Cosmetics, and they have come out with a collaboration palette, and I think this is the collaboration with the sister of the owner of Lucidity Cosmetics, if I understood this right. So the sister got to choose the shades, and it is a quad, and this is of course a neutral and warm neutral quad, sort of 2 neutral shades and 2 warm neutral shades, and this is called the Mother quad, and I think they called it that because it became available on Mother's Day. I think that is the reason. So it looks cute. Of course, it's all matte and it is a quad, so it's not for me, but very excited for them to do that, and I think it's a very sweet gesture. Then there is another new brand for me, which is a Heaven Cosmetics. I think it's like Heaven with 3 N's or something. Heaven Cosmetics, that is coming out with a MUA Lounge, what's it called? A MUA Lounge eyeshadow palette that is full of like cocktail themed, you know, cocktail drinks. I think this has, it's really hard to say really what all the finishes are in. There are mattes. It looks like there are pressed glitters. There might also be some foiled shades, or is it all pressed glitters? That wouldn't make sense. So it looks like there might be also shimmers and mattes and pressed glitters. It doesn't say here, but anyway, this is of course super vibrant and neon leaning, I would say. I think it's kind of cute. Would I buy this necessarily? No, but I think it is a cute release. It's just not personally for me. This I don't have a price. I wanted to just tell you the price, but I don't have it. The next thing is from Prodigy Beauty, which is also a new brand for me. And I think this is their first launch. I want to say, I'm not 100% sure, but this is a new brand. And this is the lipstick collection they're coming out with as the first release. And I kind of feel like this is really, really pretty. Now, me personally, I'm leaning more towards like pinks and purples and reds and, you know, but I do not mind once in a while to have a more orange or brown leaning shade. I do feel in general that it is less flattering for me, but I'm not against it at all. And I think this, what I see here, looks really, really pretty. So it says here, with 12 shades all focused on brownish, berry rose, mauve and nutty toast nude tones, we were able to create a wide but subtle variety and difference between the shades. With accents of plummy mauve to autumn foliage orange, we created a lineup of lipsticks for those with dark skin tones to call nude lipsticks and wear comfortably and effortlessly. Okay, I mean, okay, so obviously this is made for darker clients basically, or darker customers, but I could see myself wearing this. Absolutely, you know. So anyway, I think it looks, this kind of stuff can look good on anyone, and this is actually really, really nice. So they are going to retail for $12 each, which is, I guess, in today's world not a bad price at all for a lipstick, and the whole bundle you can buy for $99. Next, I want to talk about Josh Cosmetics, and there is a new release, and I think it is in collaboration with Abby here on Instagram. I don't know her. But anyway, this is a highlighter that they came out with, and that actually looks really, really cool. I think it's called Highlighter Game, and this shifts from pearl to neon pink, purple in the turn of a head, and that is actually really cool. You can see in the pan that it really looks like pearl, really, really white and cold, and then when she has it on and she sort of twists her head, then you can see that it has this pink shift, and I think that is really, really pretty. So this is launching on May 15th. I don't have a price, but I think it's really pretty. Then I also wanted to tell you that Enchanted Luster is coming back. Honestly, it had sort of just slipped by me that they were gone, but Enchanted Luster is coming back. It says here, amazing news, y'all. We are reopening, however limited quantities and products will be available, and shipping will be adjusted to track shipping only for all customers due to COVID-19 delays. So on an exciting note, we will be releasing a whole new range of products and the much anticipated Dragon Prism 2 pre-order. So that sounds exciting. And this is coming, the reopening date is May 22nd. So in case you were wanting to pick something up from Enchanted Luster, that might be your chance. Then another very exciting release is from Lash by Vixen, I think, and that is a sneak peek of two new palettes. The Ice palette, super stunning, and the Fire palette, super stunning. Okay, as of right now, I only have the outer packaging, but I kind of feel like there's a lot of potential in this, and I cannot wait to see if I find something while I'm editing. Still, I'm gonna put it up here. As of right now, when I'm filming, I only see the outer packaging. If the color scheme is what I think it's gonna be super pretty. And this is coming soon. It's gonna be 9 shades in the palette. It's gonna be matte shimmers and a pressed glitter, maybe. It says here just pressed, shimmers and pressed, so I guess glitters. And then it's gonna retail for $21 each, or $36 for both. Yeah, so let me update you whenever I know something about this, but this looks really, really nice. The next thing is from Leorah Cosmetics, and this is the Como La Flor, I think, palette, which looks really, really, really nice. It really reminds me of the Beauty Bay palettes, honestly, the way of the layout of the palette, which is of course the left one on the bottom. That is the one where you see the outer packaging on the top of the picture, and this is kind of the layout that or the vibe that I'm getting from the Beauty Bay palette. I think it's really pretty. And then the other one that you see on the bottom to the right, which is a little bit more murky and dark, but also really, really nice, is the La Jarroca, I think, palette. I'm so bad with all of this. These languages. Okay, so anyway, that is the other palette, which contains 35 colorful shades. Really, really pretty. Can't say anything against it. Really, really liking it. So all palettes are available for a retail price of $35 each, and just so you know. Then the next one is Homegirls Beauty shop that has collaborated with Lucky Lashes, and that is the palette that they came up with. This is the full reveal, and I think this is super pretty. It's called La Loteria Hood Edition, I think. Yeah, the color scheme is really pretty. The blue section in this palette is out of this world beautiful. Also the greens I love, the pinks I love. It's really nice. This is launching on May 15th and I don't have a price, but really pretty. We're super excited for them. Next thing is a new company again, and that is the Chulas or Chulas Paycom Bay company, and that is this palette, the Summer Vibes palette. Now this is kind of a happy summer palette, but a little bit subdued, which I kind of really like. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I see a lot of versatility in this palette that maybe one would overlook because it is not as bright and it is not as boom in your face, you know. But I kind of really like this. This is releasing on, this is already live. This is already live, and I don't have a price, but I kind of really feel that this is a cool palette, you know. We're moving on to the Makeup Chamber, another brand that I had no idea existed. This is a sneak peek of the birthday suit collection that is coming soon. So here, this is of course just the palette. I assume that there is going to be more because they say it is a collection. It looks a little bit like a Morphe 9-pan palette to me personally. I think that the palette is lacking a little bit of depth because I kind of feel like there could have been at least one darker shade, but that is just me because that is my makeup preference and not everybody has to feel that way. But anyway, this is coming soon. It is nice. It is super wearable. It's just maybe for me, I would like it to go a little bit darker, you know, because I just personally like that. Okay, so that is the Makeup Chamber. Next one is Pretty Hearts Cosmetics, also a new brand for me, and they have launched 2 new eyeshadow palettes. So one is the Princess of Fuji eyeshadow palette, which contains 15 colorful shades with shimmers, mattes, and pressed glitters. And then also the Small Paws eyeshadow palette, that is the 9-pan palette. And this has unique shades of blues, pressed glitters, and baby pink, which is also really cute. I kind of like the 9-pan palette even a little bit more, not because it's 9 pans, just color scheme wise. I think it's really cute. Both of them though have their thing, you know. It's just like different themes, so you can, it's like comparing apples and oranges. It's just that they're both eyeshadow palettes that besides that they're different, you know. They're right now available for a retail price of $25.50 each, and that's what you get. I think it's really pretty, so cute. Also the outer packaging of the Small Paws eyeshadow palette with that snow tiger, so cute. Then there is another new brand, Mint Beauty Cosmetics, and they're sneak peeking a photo of the new collection. So this is of course just a made up picture. It means basically nothing. I just hope that color scheme wise it will mean something, because greens and blues is absolutely my thing. So this is coming soon. So I think potentially this could be really cool. I will of course update you once I know something. The next thing is a new palette from Mamacita Cosmetics, which is the Hello Summer eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. Again, of course, greens, beautiful, rosy tones, beautiful. There's also some orangey leaning shades. It's also nice. Like right now I'm not too much leaning towards the oranges, but still it is really nice. So yeah, so you have 15 shades altogether, 6 mattes, 3 shimmers, and 6 pressed glitters. That is of course a big number. I feel, you know, you should not have more pressed glitters than you have shimmers. It kind of feels like, you know, because you really have to be very much into pressed glitters in order to really want that palette, you know. So anyway, this is retailing for $28 and it is already available. I think it looks cool. Color scheme wise, it's really sweet. 6 pressed glitters is maybe a bit much. I would have preferred it if it would have been the other way around, like instead of 3 shimmers and 6 pressed glitters, if it would have been the other way around, you know. But anyway, that's just me. So that is it, sweeties. That was long. All right, let me know what you think. What did you get the Norvina palette too? I'm so happy and thrilled that I got my hands on it. When I read that it's limited edition, I almost, you know, got a little bit scared because I'm so far away from where everything happens, and you know, I kind of really wanted it because I just really love the other Norvina palettes. And she also said, ABH or Norvina, whoever posted this, that this is going to be the last release of them for the rest of the year. You know, that's quite a thing to say, you know, because the year is still quite some time. So anyway, it looks like they're not going to have a holiday release towards the end of the year or nothing. I don't know. Anyway, I kind of felt like the whole outpouring of negativity again because of Norvina is really unjustified, and just let people be, you know. I don't feel like we constantly have to jump at everybody. We do not need to like it. We do not need to buy it. We don't need to support the brand if we don't want to, but let them be, let them do what they want to do, you know. If they don't hurt anyone, if they don't steal from anyone, you know, that is of course something we have to watch out for. But if nobody gets hurt, then people just let the brands be and let them do what they want to do. And if they don't sell, then they have to figure out for themselves what's wrong, if their formula isn't good, if there are too many pressed glitters in the palette, or if they're, I don't know, you know. But this is something that they have to do, and I really believe in positivity when it comes to all of these things. I do believe that everybody deserves to have their creative grounds, you know, that they can do what they want, because I want that for myself too. I want to be creative and do what I want, and I don't want to be judged for every single thing that I'm doing. I'm not. I know you're all so sweet to me. I'm just saying in general now, you know. So it kind of hurts me that there's always, no matter what Norvina does, it's always combined to, like, connected to drama and connected to negativity. And I don't follow negativity, you know. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I'm struggling already with my life too much that I don't want to put that on me too. So I don't want to have anything to do with that. So, you know, if I don't want to buy something because something doesn't vibe with me, I'm not going to buy it, and I'm not going to support the brand with my money. But if I do, then I want to, you know. It's very simple when it comes to me. So anyway, so now that I preached, what did you think of the releases this week? Please leave me, of course, your feedback in the comment section down below, and I'll see you here probably tomorrow for my next video. I'm not sure. Maybe. You will see. If I upload, then you will see me, and if not, then not. Then it's gonna be next week. And whenever it is I see you again, go ahead and sparkle. Up until then, love you so much. Bye.